So, happy Friday to everyone. Again, I'm Christopher, and thank you for joining me in a little wind down session with the New York Times Crossword. And today, a Trocken Red, a dry red from the Gutmann vineyard, and it is a Blau Frankisch. It is from 2018. So, we're going to put this up in our red nosing glass. We're now going to enjoy. So let's give this a spin around here in our balloon, and wow, this is bold already in a very pleasant way on the nose. And I think something so characteristic of this area is the red tree fruit. Stunning. Not quite as plummy as the one from the other day, but really quite nice. I can not tell what time it is when I look through the glass. So this is a very deep red, deep ruby. And oh yeah, I could guzzle that one. And not because it's bad. Okay, so we have today a Friday grid by Larry Schneider, edited by the great Will Shorts, as usual. It is Friday, February 23rd. It is my son's birthday. Let's see, in the common era of the second millennium in the 24th year. Let's get into this grid. Are we going to have a fancy pants Friday, or is it going to be a real snoozer? Let's see. Formal affirmative. Now we've got 7 letters and not 6. So yes, sir is out. I guess we could go with a yes, ma'am, but we don't know. I mean, it could be I, for even that matter. Like I, sir, I, ma'am. So let's go with something we might know. Like the state flower of New Mexico, I do know. That's a yucca. That I do know. Queer identity whose flag is green, white, gray, and black for short. And I do believe that's ARO? I don't know. Early number, no idea. But I think we got this Y up here, so that's definitely a yes, something, right? Let's see what our down is. Word with swap or swim. Swim or swap would probably be a meet. So that's telling me that we've got a yes, ma'am up top, I hope. And absolute drivel. That sounds like utter rot. Utter rot. When you study linguistics and you start looking at the Queen's English, you look at UK English versus American English, we would say utter, like we'd say butter. It's almost like 2 D's. Butter, utter. Whereas in UK English, you would hear, even in the North Country accents, utter, butter. Let's see. Early number still not coming to me. I don't even know if utter rot is correct, but we will find out shortly now, won't we? A device used by a court reporter informally is a steno. Now, that's interesting because that used to also be the name of the people who took notes in an office with the shorthand. They called them stenos, the steno pool. Ars Nova, I do believe. What do we got here? Yeah, that's Ars Nova. So it looks like queso, for example, is a cheese. I guess a dip, because we got 3 letters, not enough to put in a sauce or salsa or something like that. 1 in 100, probably going to be a cent. And then what do we have here? Early number. Okay, early number. Number. So make you numb. That makes sense. Ether. Okay, that's clever enough. That's good. That got me going. Question asked outside a bedroom. So, are you, now we've got, are you, like you're outside the bedroom, so you'd be asking one of 2 things. Maybe, are you awake? But awake is going to be 5 letters, and so are you asleep? That would fit this 6 letters here. Are you asleep, or are you decent? Probably are you asleep? But you probably say, are you still asleep? So maybe isn't finalized. That's probably pens. And if that's pens, then I think we got our D for decent. I don't know why I'm taking it so cautiously today. I say we just throw it all into the wind and not worry about it. Tin Lizzies. Now, those are Model Ts, I think. They could be wrong. Could be Model As, but I think Tin Lizzies are Model Ts. My Opa used to talk about his all the time. Baño feature. Well, here. So it's not like a basin. Baño feature. What do we got here? Whoops. And identify occasion when one might choose truth, so maybe over truth or dare. When do you play that? I don't know. Okay, wrote an expose, say swimsuit portmanteau. We were just discussing portmanteaus a while ago. I met a young man today whose last name was Shart, with an S and a C and an H, A-R-T. So it was definitely a German spelling, but I explained to him that his name was a portmanteau. And then I explained what it was. Swimsuit portmanteau. I'm going to go with a tankini, because I can't think of anything else that it would go there. I don't know. So tankini. So let's see if we got something here to cross that, and therefore verify that we're okay. It has high-end taste. So I'm going to go with haute cuisine, or as they say in Fort Worth, Texas, hot cuisine. One of more than 300 for SNL. I don't know what that is right now. Identify is probably going to be to place. I can't place that. Okay, so this is clever. Baño feature is a tilde. A tilde. Okay, nice. All right, whoops. It would help if I spelled Model T's correctly. So I think that whoops, etc. are yells. And wrote an expose, say, probably a told all. It's amazing how fast and arrogant I get when I have half the word written out for me. Occasion when one might choose truth. I have SUL, then a ton of blanks. I'm thinking this might be a slumber party. And while I've never been to a slumber party, I imagine that's where probably people play truth or dare. Greenish drink. Okay, one of more than 300 for SNL would probably be an Emmy nod then. Okay, that makes sense. And it looks like these are lining up okay with the exception of SY. What is this? Matches as watches. No, that's fine. That syncs. We're syncing our times. And predispositions are probably bents. And this is a really super easy Friday already. Greenish drink is probably going to be a limeade. And drain away, probably going to, we got blank EAC. I'm going to say that this is probably to leach away, going back, the old throwback to the old form of medicine for bleeding people. Windy location of myth. I don't know just yet. I don't think we've got enough there to really go on. Home of the prehistoric Gentil temples. And I know this because I have been wanting to live here forever, but my wife says, no, we can't live in Malta. Longtime TV news colleague of Pelly, Cooper, and Whitaker, and I do believe that's the crew at 60 Minutes? Scott Pelly, and I guess it'd be Leslie Stahl if it is. We got an S here. AOL competitor was indeed MSN. I don't know yet. But yeah, let's just go ahead and Stahl. I mean, because we know it's Leslie Stahl. This point starts with an S and it's only 5 letters. I mean, what else is there going to be? So-called, probably going to be alleged. I don't know what else. Let's see. Unreliable news source. It's a rag. Rolling right along here. Defunct health technology company that once had a $10 billion valuation. And that, of course, is Theranos. And I can't remember her name. What was her name, baby? The lady who was the CEO and founder of Theranos, Elizabeth Smart? Elizabeth. She's like in prison now, for lying about. Yeah. No. Is Elizabeth Smart? Where's that name? Yeah, I don't know. Elizabeth Holmes, I think. Maybe it's not even Elizabeth. I don't even know what her name is, but whatever. Prestigious award established after its founder purportedly read his premature obituary, and that is Alfred Nobel. And our windy location of myth is a labyrinth. That's with a Y. Whence the phoenix is the pyre, you know, because from...
Did you put in home? Smart, I think, is the girl that got kidnapped.
Yeah, maybe so. No, I just...
I think it is home.
It was Theranos.
Yeah, okay.
So it was Theranos. Yeah, but I just wanted to know if Elizabeth Holmes or something, wasn't
I
it?
think it is home.
I was gonna remember. Had to recant. I don't know. Eating your words. I mean, well, when you recant, what are you walking something back? You know, I mean, good lord. But I do believe that would be words at least, right? So we can put our words in here and see what we got on this W. Major export of Ukraine. Well, we all know the nickname for Ukraine is the breadbasket of the world. So I'm going to go with wheat. Or as Stewie Griffin would say, wheat. Or cool. What you might get at the gym. Looks like that might be in shape. And borrows limits, probably going to be a loan cap. Because, again, I don't know what else would go in there. Singer Marie, Tina Marie. And then we've got Tookuses. I don't know for sure, but I think this is asses. So let's see. What is this? So stealing from the collection plate, for example, probably a sacrilege. Some words I just don't ever remember how to spell. Covered in ink. So I guess it could be tattooed, but covered in ink. It seems like it'd be like tatted up or something. Let's see. Ugh, no idea. Singer Michaels. I think that's Brett Michaels. Every rose has its thorn. And every crossword solver has his glass of wine. Unless you're over on the teetotaling crossword solving channel. And you know that there is one. A network for 15 across. Yes, of course. I said that before. It's CBS. Flight components. Look like there'll be steps. Kicked off, began or begun, I don't know. So if it's a begun, then that would give me my tatted up. And let's see, liturgical chant is of course a credo, and this is going to be begun, and they resemble boas. And yesterday we had boa as in the stole. Today we've got boas here in a clue as in the snake, so pythons. And this makes, blech. I guess it's, I don't know, Shotzi, who's hiding behind me right now. Here's a peek at her. There she is. She's kind of going, where's Waldo? Fleming, who was the first opera singer to perform the national anthem at the Super Bowl 2014. Funny enough, that's the only thing about the Super Bowl 2014 I remember was Renee Fleming. Beethoven's fourth, no idea. It's got a question mark though, does it? Yeah, so it's probably gonna be a T since that's the fourth letter. I'm just, look, make fun of me if I'm wrong, but that's the kind of crap you can see and expect. Kind of like the, a feature of El Baño. Okay, how do I say faucet again in Spanish, La foseta? I mean, no, it's not. It's a tilde. It's just this crap that they do. Outmaneuvering away. I don't know just yet. For real, don't know just yet. Dear. No idea. Sign of a sellout. Okay, I'm going to go with standing room only. This is something that we can just throw in there. Had to recant. So had to versus must recant. So instead of eat one's words, I'm going to say ate one's words. And I'm setting myself up for a huge, ginormous failure if I don't start checking some of these crosses. Well, something original. How can I not, though, when it's just coming right to me when I look at it? I feel like I have to. Is anybody home? Hello? Sonnets to Orpheus. Sonnets to Orpheus about the grove. That's Rilke. Interesting thing about Rilke, she died the year my grandmother was born, but she wasn't even that old. I think she was born in like 1875, maybe 1865, somewhere in that range. Instrument that includes ranks and divisions, of course, is the pipe organ. And let's see, get back. One who grapples in dialect. grappling. It's wrestling, right? Team. Okay, so dear, we got an R here, so let's go with dear sirs. For real, looks like it's gonna be legit. Legit. Team, this might be a side, and that makes this probably evade, and that would make one who grapples in dialect a wrestler. And then retrieve for get back. Did I finish everything out? Did we get it all right? How did we do, Bob? Okay, I think we did okay. I mean, 13:53 on a Friday is kind of a normal time, especially when I'm not feeling so chatty. But I have to admit, the Fridays, it's been very bizarre. Sometimes the Tuesdays and the Wednesdays are more circuitous, if you will, than the Fridays and Saturdays. But Saturday usually throws me for a loop. I mean, I'm usually on it for a good 15 to 20 minutes. And so if I'm not doing it, if I'm doing the puzzle on my own, I don't move very quickly. I savor each word, admire how they're building the grid and stuff like that. I'm just that guy. Anyway, so 5-day streak. This is great. Won't continue though after tomorrow because I will not do the Sunday puzzle. I'm just not going to do it. But as always, please remember, take the time to learn in every language possible the simple ways to say auf Wiedersehen, au revoir, arrivederci, adios, aloha, ciao, shalom, masalam, masalamati, annyeonghaseyo, and see you next time. In the meantime, be well, be safe, and by all means, be happy. I mean, life's too short to be unhappy.